So hey, how's it going? We're up in the mountains here, and Kalinga. It's called Awichan Cultural Village in Lubugan, Kalinga. And it's what it is it's a cultural center. And Mount Apo is up there. I believe that's the volcano top up in the clouds up there. But we came in here just to camp, and so I'll show you, or take this village path to the village here. There's wild dogs everywhere, basically, and they're not digging Wanagi. I mean, they're just being territorial, but they're really cool looking. They're like kind of a brown and black spotted, almost look like wild dogs from Africa in a way. But here, we just walk this path into the village center, and it's just basically I think there's some villagers that live here, but it's really just for tourism, to hold on to the cultural indigenous values and to educate people on the indigenous peoples that live up here in the mountains. So we're headed this way. Luckily, they did put a restroom in for us, which we'll probably take advantage of. And they want us to sleep in one of these huts. I'm actually not into it, but we will do as we have to and get by. And if it gets too bad, insects and stuff, then we'll go just crash in the car later. But here's the village. Look at these little like nipa. I don't know if it's nipa, but look, and they have the drums made out of metals, some of the wood crafting, stilts, pottery, carvings. And then there's kind of a center to the whole village. And it looks here that they're doing bonfires, probably for tourists in the center. Although cultural events and dance events probably in the past went on here. But a lot more huts here with some of the indigenous people that live here. And we'll get a tour of one of the insides of these shortly. But I just kind of wanted to walk around and show you. Pretty amazing though, huh? Pretty cool. Didn't expect this at all. I thought we were just going to park up near the woods or something up in the mountains. They have some rice terraces. But I thought we were, going to just park in the woods. But look behind us here. This is basically the village setup up here on top. And then these steps here lead to rice terraces above us. And then this is just down over into the valley below. And there's a river bottom down there, and then the mountain straight ahead of us that's covered in clouds, I believe, is an extinct volcano, basically. Let's hope it stays extinct while we're here. That wouldn't be good. So, but pretty cool and lovely. The flowers and stuff and the native plants up here are definitely tropical, and it's pretty cool. But wow, way off in the distance, you can see how steep these mountainsides are way off over there. We're probably going to get rain pretty soon. You can see the clouds are just really coming in, and it's about 5 o'clock in the evening when the rains start. But it'll be a nice cool night irregardless. So let's go up here. Waggy's having fun, checking it out, getting eaten by dogs. And look at the big carabao horns. Pretty amazing. How's it going?
What's your name?
Sorry about the lighting, but this is the inside of the hut. You can see it's pretty amazing. They've got a bed set up here in the corner, and then the traditional outfits along the wall here, and then a cooking fire ring in the center. Pretty amazing. Wouldn't be bad sleeping in here, I think. We'll see. But pretty amazing. And then here's some tribal art. You can see wood carving and some textile work. And then these are traditional outfits and headgear. Pretty cool. Bamboo floors. So there's this one little grassy area we wanted to walk to because look at the view. Spectacular. And that is a big, they confirmed it, the guys here in the village. That's a big volcano extinct at this point. But it's, you know, top of it's covered in the clouds up there. Maybe, I don't know if in the morning we'll see it because it stays pretty cloudy and misty up here, but be cool. All right. Yeah, we'll walk back. We're just gonna head back to the truck. I'd rather think I'd sleep in the truck tonight more comfortably, especially if it's raining and bugs, and having Wanagi in there on that mattress with me be just more comfortable. Hopefully they don't insist. And they may be cooking food, I have no idea. But anyways, yeah, it was just cool seeing something cultural and being up here in the mountains. It's so cool up here. Look at these ferns. They're prehistoric ferns. I was told that this is one of the last prehistoric plants to have survived, and they're in the Philippines, which is amazing. And they do look Jurassic looking, don't they? Look at them. Overhead ferns. They're massive. But anyways, we're gonna just get back over here to the truck, feed Wanagi, and crash out early probably, because it'll probably start raining. Maybe might rain maybe in another hour or something. Come on, hun, let's go. Camper, Philippines camper van. Hey, so we're just relaxing. Wanagi's getting some food, and the village is up over there. We just finished kind of doing a tour and checking out everything, and it's sprinkling a little bit, not too much yet, but I imagine it's going to start raining in a little bit. Anything like last night or the day before, definitely getting some ulan, some rain, ulan. But yeah, we're just hanging out. Nagi's getting some food. I should get the salve out. Her paws are pretty sore. She keeps licking them, so she just has so much hair and she gets dirt trapped in there, and then it irritates her. And so I think I'll probably, once she's done eating, and then once we get up in bed, I'll put some of that salve on tonight, so that should help her paws. But it's just nice. It's so quiet. You can hear cicadas up in the tree, the big kind of ringing noise of the insects, and then thunder in the background every now and then. But it should be a pretty cool night sleeping up here, I'd imagine. Glad she's eating. So it's morning. We're walking through the jungle for breakfast. Greetings. Greetings. Hello. Yeah. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Good morning. Hey, so how's it going? We're just hanging out. We're up in indigenous lands, up in the top of the mountains, up in the Philippines, and in a cultural center. And they just had we just had breakfast together, which was amazing. Coffee, best meal of the day. And I met some new friends up here, pretty amazing. I'm grateful to be here and being allowed to be here, behind the scenes even a little bit. I'm the only person non-indigenous up here right now. And they have groups come up here and participate in ceremonies, and they do dance performances on the wall behind me here. You can see is all the awards and stuff that they've won over the years culturally to promote their culture and their way of life up here in the Philippines, and it's absolutely amazing. And we've been welcomed here tremendously. So, and a special breakfast with them all this morning just was amazing, really heartfelt and awesome. So, but it looks like I'm making some good friends here, some really exciting stuff to come, but I'm not going to share because it's secret. And just wait till you see the footage that I'm going to be bringing you. It will be Discovery Channel quality film, but it's hush hush and no tell anything. It's just gonna have to keep subscribing to my channel and watch my videos to find out in the future what we discover in the friendship and bonds that we build here. But I'm looking forward to it because I think I'm going to be able to be of service to another indigenous peoples here. This is my past. This is where Wanagi came from, is indigenous lands in America, and now I get to do that up here. So I'm pretty grateful to my higher power to hook me up, so to speak, into this opportunity. So, but more to come, and like I said, some major exciting stuff. But it's going to be kept under wraps for a long while, probably at least a few months. Little tidbits, and I'll show different things, but it's going to have to be very careful with what I show to protect people and protect myself. But I'm excited. It'll be pretty amazing. So right on. Yeah. He was a general, I believe, in the Japanese army, and this is the house he actually stayed at. And then this was actually a garrison building for Japanese troops, stayed in this building here back in the 1950s, 1940s. But just kind of cool history here. And we're actually walking down to an area right now where supposedly the rumor is that they buried a horse at night. The Japanese did, and they had all the civilians leave the area, and no one was around except the few people who knew what was going on, and they suspect that there could be gold buried under where the horse is. So we're going down to look at it. But a cool old street. Look at this. And these buildings, a lot of these buildings are really old. They're original from the 40s and 50s. Some of these newer cement ones aren't, but these old wooden structures are pretty cool.